We believe that the role of ministers and elected reps is to set policies and raise issues of interest in parliament and so on. But when politicians get involved in the management of companies, clubs, organizations and various areas, there arises issues of conflict of interest. You have seen previously that the state directors for the National Sports Council should not be appointed from any political parties to avoid clashes between politics and sports. Now in this context, what is your stand on the various military Besars who are holding the position of presidents of the FA clubs?
Yeah. This is one of the double-edged swords which exist in Malaysian football since time immemorial. Football needs money, everyone knows that. For you to run, for example, KLFA, not as big and grand as JDT, our Majorians will definitely promote JDT. Just to run KLFA, it takes a minimum of 10 to 15 million. Minimum. Every year. Why Menteri Besar come in, or Ketua Menteri comes in, or some, never mind, you understand. Well-respected people in society come in. It's because of the lack of funding. Because unlike other countries, we don't have a lot of businessmen who run football, operate it, and in the end requires the state to be the one to build sports associations out. Police now requires bailout. Kuala Lumpur, God knows how many times. A lot of Kelantan previously. And when they end up not paying the salaries of the players, will the state do nothing? Especially for a sport as popular as football. When there is wide support and also it involves genuine interest and hobby of hundreds and thousands of those under the state. So there's a very complicated network. What do we do then? One is, I think, the most important thing is to find a way to commercialize sports a lot more. So in the US, for example, I mean, you already see the government funding sports. US sports is about 280 million US dollars, almost 100% funded by the corporate side, CSR. Government funding is almost zero. In Malaysia, MSN funds sports for about 280 million every year, not including ISN for about 30 to other 40 million. All government funding. So the question is, we need to get more corporate buy-in. That's what we are trying to do. That's why CMB has helped us a lot. Malaysia Airlines next will be helping us a lot. ENB has been helping us a lot. Air Asia and many others. So to get them in, let them have ownership. So in the end, they can drive it forward and we reduce dependency on government funding. Government funding on top of that in a highly politicized Malaysia has its risks and consequences. So I mentioned, if you look at sports associations, problem which I have today, if you look at almost all the heads of sports associations, they are politically linked individuals, former MPs, current MPs, etc. Problem is, I can't interfere and just say, hey, you get out. I do that, the sports association or the sports will be banned for 3 to 4 years. Like what happened to Indonesia. So you have to wait for the electoral cycle, for the next cycle to come, for the election to take place before there can be a change in leadership. So on this path, the message we should be sent, and which is being signaled by the sports ministry, is this: that just because you come from a political background, from the same party or from the opposing party, it doesn't mean that you're entitled to more sports funding. Now, it must be distributed equitably. We have a ranking system which follows Olympics, Asian Games, SEA Games, which associations are audited, follow the process of transparency, integrity, to then be accorded the right sports grants and funding. So then in a way, there's less of incentive of the voters in that sports association to pick my friend, my family, in to lead the sports association so that they get more money. You can't blame those on the ground. They say, we need money, we need money. Oh, let's pick this person can get more money. But once we have people who are passionate in sports, leading sports, like the squash association, run brilliantly, or people who love sports but who are in business, who runs it, like the Paralympic Committee people, I'm not looking at another guy, look at Nazar, who runs it, but then runs it well, gets money for it, do a lot of crowdfunding campaigns for them. As long as there are these groups running it, we will go far. or we should try our best to depoliticize sports and sporting associations as much as we can. We can't put a hard rule and say no one can join, because that's unfair, especially to those, for example, the former MP of Port Dickson, he was one of the leading figures in sports, one of the movers and shakers of MSN. So does that mean just because he entered politics, we should just remove him, while he is one of the well-respected figures in sports? So this is one of the examples. Thank you.
Thank you.